Okay, so we're here with Liz Stephen, who's in Muonio, Finland, with the other American girls and team. And Liz just had a spectacular result, landing second on the podium behind Justyna Kowalczyk. And Liz, how's it feel to be on the podium in Europe?
Oh, it's always a good feeling to be on any podium anywhere, no matter what the race is. But being on one over here is pretty awesome, especially when you're standing next to kind of a big name in cross-country skiing of Justyna. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like when you started on the start line today, was the podium kind of on your mind? Were you thinking that way? Tell us a little bit about how that's unfolded.
Yeah, well, I guess one of my main goals this year is to get a podium on the World Cup, and so I think of these races as really good practice races, and you never know what's going to happen in the beginning of the season and how the shape's going to be, and it's been a summer away, there's a lot of cobwebs to sweep off, but one of the things I think is necessary to get a podium finish is to believe that you can get one, and so that's kind of a big goal of mine, is to actually fully commit and believe, and so today was a good way to practice that for sure.
You know, we were talking about the result, and last year you were fifth on up Alp Surmus, and you know, so the trajectory takes you right onto the podium because you're only a couple of spots away. During the race, at some point, you must have felt like, hey, you were right up there. And what was going through your mind when that sort of realization hit you?
Well, I was getting some great splits out there from a couple of our coaches and a couple of the other coaches on the side, and it was fun because at one point Holly Brooks and Justyna and I were all tied for second, which I was like, kind of sends you back. I mean, I've never in my whole life been tied with Justyna. I mean, not much less, ended up only a few seconds behind her at the end of the day. So, so that was kind of a cool split to get, and it gets your heart rate going up. And honestly, like, you hear a positive something like that, and it's kind of a reassurance. You know, we all know how to race, but it's a reassurance that the race is going how you think it's going, or it reminds you that it's actually going well, even if you don't feel good. Like. And it kind of it drives you to push a little bit harder, and it instills something positive in you also. If you're really hurting up a hill or something, you hear a good split, or you hear even a split that can move you up a couple places from like 50th to 48th when you're first starting out on the World Cup, and it gives you a little motivation that can sometimes get lost in the pain of the moment.
So after you guys were tied for second, or in a race for second, tell us what happened after that ended up putting you second on the podium.
I don't really know what happened after that. We were about halfway up the one hill on the course, and so I mean, I am definitely, the hills are my strong point, and the next 1.5K or so down to the finish was, that's something I need to really work on. It was like kind of a squirrely condition today, and so I just figured skate the living daylights out of that downhill and see what happens, and don't ski any corners with anything but full on hard skiing, and just see what happens. So I guess that's how it went down.
That's how it happened, and you just put your heart and soul into it, and you came up with a silver.
Yeah, something like that for sure, or a wooden coffee mug, as the case may be, which I'm psyched about.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, obviously a great day for the whole team. I mean, Holly in 7th, Jessie in 9th, and a real affirmation that you guys are coming together as a team. And we saw some great results last year, and now the first sort of season start in Europe, we see some other great results. What's the team energy like, and going forward into the season?
Oh man, I am a part of the best team I've ever been a part of, and I'm not talking about results, although those have also been outstanding. But the team chemistry and the atmosphere that we've created on this whole team, especially, I mean, we're talking just about the women right now. This is the most fun and best team I've ever gotten the chance to be a part of. And the energy is awesome going into the season. You know, we have a relay next weekend in Yalvari to start the year off, and the last relay we entered, we had a career best results ever for the U.S. So we're really excited, and I think maybe one of the coolest parts about today was the fact that, I mean, Keegan wasn't racing and she was out there cheering, and you know, Ida wasn't racing and she was out there taking pictures, and you know, right after I finished, Holly is right there, like, taking pictures and posting things on Facebook and sending a photo to my mom, and Jesse's there just like giving hugs and being all crazy with her ponytail, and like, I mean, everybody adds something, and it's something that's so important, and it's all these little things that add up to make an amazing team. You know, you get an email from Sadie, who's like back in the States doing what she needs to do, and you know, it still feels like she's here. And I mean, it is why I race. It is definitely 100% why I race, to have a team and a feeling of being a part of a team and creating something and setting goals and going forward. It is why I ski. It's why I do sports. So, I mean, I'm psyched for the season. We're all psyched for the season. Results aside, I mean, we're just fired up to be working on something hard together. So.
Yeah, that sounds it sounds great. You know, it's great to see some of the photos of you guys horsing around at the finish line or whatever, and you really have a sense of the camaraderie, and you know, everybody's pulling towards the same goal. And like you said, the results will come, but it's important to have a good foundation. And I know it's a long way since Keegan was on her own. And she always makes, you know, some kind of reference to, or often makes a reference to the fact that it's great to have a team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is a way more fun thing to do with other people.
So this is a great start for you, great season start. Your first podium in Europe, I think.
I think, yeah, with the exception of like a U23 championship once, but.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Basically, I think this is the only European podium, maybe.
I think we we checked the results, and we saw you had some podiums in Soldier Hollow, but you know, not the same field, you know, for sure, and not Europe for sure. So what's your focus? I guess the relay, of course, next weekend. It augurs well for that, and we're not sure if Keegan will start, but we'll see. What else is your focus for next weekend?
Well, there's another 10K skate on the docket, so I guess that's definitely a focus. But I think just, you know, it's important to keep training this time of year and staying healthy and doing all the right things. You know, winter can it's another stress on your body, and it's easy to get sick this time of year.
Sure.
So trying to avoid that kind of thing, and yeah, just looking forward to meeting up with the rest of the World Cup crew and really getting the season started.
That sounds great, Liz. It's awesome to see you guys out there performing so well. It's an excellent start to the season, and you know, Chris Freeman had a great start, and the Canadians have had a great start as well. So it's great to see the North Americans kicking butt out there.
Oh, well, thanks a lot. Yeah, it is awesome to see that for sure. So thanks, Benjamin.
Okay, great. Listen, if you want to put Holly on, I'd love to speak to her.
Yeah, for sure. Let me go get her.
All the best. All the best, Liz.
Little, like, telephone booth in the sauna here.
Okay.
Let's see. Holly, would you? Here she is, Benjamin. Thanks again.
Okay, Liz. All the best next weekend.
All right. Thanks, man.
Take care.
Hey.
Hey, Holly. Holly Brooks.
How's it going?
Everything's great.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, it was a fun day.
Very solid day for you guys out there. And, you know, great to see Liz in the podium and 3 of you in the top 10. Awesome skiing.
Yeah, you know, I think it was a little bit better showing than yesterday for our team overall. I think, you know, we're all kind of better at skating, but also just kind of having one race under the belt helps quite a bit too. So yeah, it was a really fun day, and it was really great to see everyone ski fast.
So how are you feeling out there? You know, at the first sort of season sort of start, are you feeling your conditioning is where you expected it would be?
Yeah, you know, I think everyone comes into this season and it's kind of like a black box. You know, everyone's trained a lot, and everyone's put a lot of effort into it, and our skiing is just not very quantifiable. You know, or the training isn't. You know, it's not like we're you know, running where you can go out on a track and time yourself, because the conditions are always different, and everyone trains differently, and different roller skis, and you know, so I think that there's a certain amount of anxiety and expectation and excitement, you know, coming into the season.
Sure.
And you know, I feel like my training season went well, but you never really know until you get to test it out. So it was really fun to test it out this weekend and just kind of see where the seeds fell. And you know, I wasn't very happy with yesterday, but Friday, the day before the classic race, I felt absolutely horrendous. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to race. So you know, I had to be satisfied with yesterday, and then today was better than I thought it was going to be. So I was really happy.
Excellent. How's your hand doing after your injury last year? Is that all back to normal?
Yeah, thanks for asking. It's all healed up, so that's really nice.
Okay, great. Well, listen, it's excellent to see you guys, you know, as a team performing well. I mean, obviously, any one of you can you know, do really well at any one time, but to see the team shows a real consensus that you guys have good energy and you're ready to kick butt, as they say.
Yeah, you know, I think it's going to be an exciting season, and you know, it'll for sure have its ups and downs, but I think we're hoping to put on a good show and keep everyone entertained.
Well, we appreciate the picks, Holly. Thank you so much for sending them.
Yeah, no problem. It's good. You know, you guys can get them out to a lot of people. So
absolutely.
We want people to know what we're doing over here.
Absolutely.
Because you know, we feel a lot of support, so it's important.
Cool. Well, we're going to wish you all the best next weekend. Thanks for spending time with us. I'm going to ask you if Jesse's around for a quick chat.
Yeah, for sure. I'll pass it. Just a second.
Okay, cool. Take care.
Hi.
Hey, Jesse Diggins, how are you?
Good. I was just a little. Oh, sorry. I need to go somewhere else because I need to be quiet. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, it's kind of late here, so
okay.
One of our teammates is going to bed. I didn't want to wake her up. I was a little confused because I think I just sent you an email, but it might not have gone through.
I did get the email, but then Liz said everybody's right here, so if you want to talk to everybody, just I can pass the phone. And I said, you know what? When you have that chance, take it, right?
That is very true.
You know, it's not often that, you know, sometimes the internet's down, the phones are down, and I said, you know what? Let's chat. And we still have part 2 of your interview with Peter to put up, but anyways, it's all good. So talk about your race today. You know, a very special day for the team. I mean, Liz on the podium, awesome for her, and of course Holly 7th, you 9th, and you know, real affirmation that there's a good, strong team energy out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think a day like this is great because it kind of shows that, like, yeah, you know, like when we get the chance to do a relay, we're going to be putting in something really strong out there, you know. And of course, I'm always extremely pumped and excited for my teammates because, you know, you see them,
you know, you see your entire team and then other teams, you know, like training really hard all summer and training smart and just working hard for years. And it's really great to be able to see, you know, that hard work pay off. I think that's really cool.
Absolutely. Was the are the conditions there in Europe, you know, solid? I mean, obviously last year we had some snow issues, but it seems like everything's back on track this year.
Yeah, the snow here was great. The course today, it was snowing a little bit this morning, and it was really warm out, so it got really like icy and kind of like squirrely but fast.
Yeah. So that was. Now, did you know where you were on the course? Did you know that you were, you know, in the top 10?
I was getting back splits, but I knew that I was one of the. I think I was one of the earlier starters. In the seated field, so I kind of, you know, I was just kind of focused on pushing hard, and I knew that, you know, all of us were going to be having a good day, and but when you're getting back splits and stuff, you just have to kind of like, you can't get a split and be like, oh, I'm doing good, I can back off. You just have to like keep pushing. So in some ways it's like splits are nice, but then you also just like, you can't take them for, you know, you have to still race your race.
Absolutely. So, you know, your first couple of races were not exactly your best, but this one obviously, you know, came back on form. Are you feeling your conditioning is where you thought it would be? I think you mentioned the other day that it's not always easy to know, but a day like today has to give you affirmation that things are on track.
Well, I mean, I think that, you know, it's interesting because, you know, the races before, I have reporters and things saying, hey, you didn't have a great race, you know, were you expecting better and stuff? But I wasn't expecting to have, like, a great day. And so I feel like sometimes there's a lot of pressure put on you by other people, but for me, these races were, you know, come here, train really hard, have a really good training week, and then, you know, race 3 times back to back, and just kind of, like, get back into that mental racing state. And so I think the week was a success as a whole because I got in some good hours and intensity under my belt and was able to practice the whole race day procedure of testing skis, getting nervous, getting into that mental state. You know, just I think it was good, and I'm happy with it. So.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good answer, and it kind of encapsulates everybody. Like, you know, Holly said, it's like a little black box. No one knows exactly what's going to happen, but you know, it sounds like a good preparation for next weekend and the season ahead. Is there a focus for you next weekend? I guess the relay is on everybody's mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think a relay is going to be super exciting and super fun. So I think, yeah, we're definitely going to be, you know, rallying the team around that for sure.
So what happens for you guys now? How long?
Tomorrow we drive to Yalavari.
Okay.
And then we race there, and then we go to Kusimo. We race those races, and then we go back to Quebec.
Okay, so that's coming up down, you know, over the next few weeks. So it's a busy period for you guys. We're going to wish you guys all the best, Jesse, and thanks for spending time with us. Do you know if Keegan's around?
Yes, she is. Just one moment.
Okay, all the best. Hey, Keegan, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Everything's good here in Toronto. It's we don't have snow yet, but we're hoping it's coming.
Oh, good.
So a big day for the team out there, and had to make you feel good on the sidelines. You know, even though you probably wanted to be out there yourself, but watching the team do really well.
Yeah, I mean, it's super encouraging to see. I mean, all the hard work that we knew was happening this summer and fall, paying off, and nice to know that everyone made the 30-plus hours of travel all the way over here, and everyone's feeling good and getting fired up and excited about the opener next weekend.
Now, for Liz, it's got to be a special day. I mean, it's her first World Cup or her first European podium, and that's kind of came a little bit unexpected, but at the same time, she's been really showing some good form. Is everybody kind of feeling more bullish on podiums?
You know, we're still figuring out, you know, all these early season races and everything. So I think it definitely gives everyone, you know, a lot of confidence going into next weekend, and I think we could see some more good surprises. But you know, we're still focused on what we need to do to just perform, and we all have lots of goals as the season goes on. So that's kind of what we're focused on right now.
Okay, how's the foot feeling? Is it feeling like it's where you want it to be, or is it still a question mark?
It definitely was a little achy getting back on snow this week, but as the days have gone on, it's gotten a little bit better. It's actually my Achilles on my left foot that I'm feeling a little bit more right now.
Mm-hmm.
But both of those things are kind of under control to the point where I was able to do some good intervals this week, and hoping to do a couple more this next week and start on next Saturday in Gällivare.
Sounds good. Well, the team's really put everybody on notice. It's great to see you guys out there, and I know it's just the beginning of the season, but it's you know, the Canadians have also done well, so it's a good start for the North Americans.
Yeah, well, I think the confidence just really has been growing over the last couple of years. You know, we used to show up here and go, oh, I don't know, what are we doing? What is it going to be like? And now we show up like, we know what to do. We know we worked hard, and let's just get this started. So it's cool to see that new confidence. Yeah,
that's well said, Keegan. That's the way it feels at this end too. So we're going to wish you guys all the best, and thank you for spending time with us, and wish you all the best in Gällivare next weekend.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot, Benjamin.
Take care.